what I was telling you about the music scene in Dallas and everything. Well, it's been a lot of talented people come out of Dallas, bro. But if you get big in Texas, that's really it. You get Texas, you get Louisiana, you get Mississippi, Alabama, you get some parts of Florida, you get all of Arkansas and Oklahoma. That's all you need. You don't need to really get above that. You don't have to get west of Phoenix, Arizona. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go that far. And you don't have to get past North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need that. You can get a millionaire. That's why Slim Thug is so rich, dog. Slim Thug is really that rich. It ain't just from street shit. Slim Thug been rapping since the fucking 90s. And he been big. He's still doing shows. So that's why Slim Thug is really, really that rich, bro, because he been doing it. Mo 3 was one of these guys who I thought was just gonna be, oh, he gonna be hot in Dallas for a few years and then he gonna be done. I used to work with some cats who they used to have this spot out in McKinney, Texas called Sugar Hill. It's like McKinney is like, bro, that's where Kyler Murray played football. It's like a real uppity type area. But they got as usual that one little pocket for the niggas. And over there is why them niggas was doing their thing, getting their money and shit. So I knew some youngsters who knew Mo 3, and they used to talk about him. That's why I first heard his music and all that. So I didn't think he was gonna ever get to where he got until I saw him blow his goddamn head off on the highway. So that's when I learned, hey man, anybody can just jump on the internet and do their damn thing. I had no idea that people was doing that until I saw all the different. I'm like, bro, I just seen this guy at the car wash, and now he over here talking about Mo 3 because again where that happened at in Dallas, like, is one of the places, bro, you ain't going there unless you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go to Oak Cliff. I have no reason. Anything that got no Cliff, I can get outside of Oak Cliff. But if you from Oak Cliff, you going to be out there in Paul. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I saw a guy I worked with, and that fool was like, yeah, man, my cousin got caught up in that shit. I said, was it worth it? He was like, no. Because, again, they thought they were going to get some quick money, do a quick hit, boom, it's over with. So, that many people involved in something like that, bro. I'm sorry to inform you, somebody is gonna tell. Eventually,
Is there
somebody's gonna tell. Hey,
is there like a formal name besides like the South for them states that you was talking about right now? 'Cause there's
what
a
you
lot
mean?
of bread up there, like
Oh,
between Texas, Oklahoma, like all them areas you're talking about. Is there like a name that you as locals be saying is that area? You know
well,
how like people say the East Coast or the
the
West
third
Coast or
coast.
they're
They call this down here the third coast.
the
You know what
third
I'm saying? They
coast?
call it the third coast, or the dirty third. That's what they call, you know what I'm saying, the South. See, Houston is really where it really jumped off at. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because Scarface go back all the way to the 80s. So Houston is where it really jumped off. Beaumont is like, I don't know, I think like maybe 45 minutes or so away from Houston. It's like a little small country town, but they would all go to Houston, get their work, and go back to Beaumont and make their money and shit. That's what UGK and them came from. So
Wow.
them two, that's how they came up. Uh Master P and what's your boy that 60 crazy now? Birdman. Them guys, man, they did their thing in Louisiana and came up
Yeah.
like that. But it all started in Houston. Everybody will tell you that, bro. It all started with Scarface and Jay Prince building Rap Alive, bro. That's just
Wow.
from the guys out of Tennessee, Tony Draper and all them guys, bro. All that shit started with Scarface and Jay Prince doing their thing in Houston. That's why Jay Prince daddy, that's why the original Jay Prince, he got respect, but his son don't got none because his son is not a real gangster. Michael Irvin's son raps about it. Michael Irvin's like, son, how is you rapping about this? You said, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you grew up in gated communities in private school. What the hell are you talking about? They're not real gangsters, bro. I'm
Yeah.
not I'm not trying to put them down. I'm not trying to do anything like that. To be a real gangster, bro, you have had to
Yeah.
come from that. You can't get rich and then go be a gangster. You got to come from that and be rich. It don't work like that, bro. But young people
Mm.
don't know that because they see all these rappers, bro. How many times you see a rapper go to jail and somebody beating the hell out of them because they not real gangsters? Like, bro, I don't give a damn if it's 65 of them. Y'all gonna have to kill me, bro. I'm gonna fight. I'm not gonna sit here and do this the whole goddamn time. You crazy as hell. I'm gonna throw something. You could be trying to kill me, bro, and I'm gonna die. You gonna see me dying like this? You crazy as hell, bro. I'm gonna spit, I'm gonna kick, I'm gonna punch in your nuts. Something gonna happen, but you not finna just beat the hell out of me, bro. It don't work like that, folks. Hey, let me tell you, bro. Okay, I'm real particular about the things I eat, homie. Like once I realize that
Mm,
they poisoning us and all of that, I don't eat
yeah,
McDonald's bro. If I go to McDonald's, I'm getting me a McFlurry or some cookies, homie. I'm not there to eat none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So on lunch, to replenish my energy, I kind of eat. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to go to Panda Express, give me some rice, a rice bowl. You feel me, bro? If
absolutely.
I go to the goddamn place 3 times a week because I told I'm for real, for real. I don't eat a whole lot of wild shit like burgers and all that shit. I'm not eating that shit unless I cooked it myself. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I go,
you look like you take care of yourself though, bro.
bro.
You can
I'm gonna
see
say,
it. You can see it in your face, your skin. You don't look your age.
well, I don't drink soda though. Like when I say I don't drink soda, I can count the amount of soda that I drink in a year on one hand. Like I go to the spot, that's why I go to Panda, give me a rice bowl. I don't need y'all drinks and shit. If I go somewhere and get some with the soda, I don't care. I tell the lady, I don't care what y'all put in the cup because I'm not gonna drink it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care what flavor soda, just put whatever you want to put in there. Cause I'm not gonna drink it no way. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the Panda Express, bro, and the guy, man, I get, bro. Let me tell you something about dudes, bro. When they weak minded and shit, bro. You work at Panda Express, homie. Why is
Yeah.
it that you feel that not putting the sauce and putting the goddamn utensils for me to eat in the bag is funny and some kind of joke or something, bro? You work at Panda Express, man. What are you doing, bro? I be wanting to go in that bitch and make him drink every packet of sauce in there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, bro, you want the sauce so bad, here you go, bitch. But I know when my people gotta come get me, like, bro, you in here for sauce, dog. You understand what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
need the people when they see this. The address is 9237 Lyndon B. Johnson Freeway, Dallas, Texas. I need y'all to do something about this guy, man, because bro, I got to drive all the way to the other side of town to get my goddamn rice, man, because he don't want to give me my goddamn utensils and my soy sauce, bro. Like I was dog.
Wow, bro, that's a crazy perspective, man.
Yeah, bro, I'm sorry I had to take it there, but I just like, bro, I'm sick of this guy, man, because I don't want to have to do nothing to him behind sauce, dog. But I'm tired of using my gas, bro. The reason I want to say anything, gas, bro. What y'all paying for gas out there where you at?
I can see right behind me. I know I got a gas station over here. I think it's like eight something. Let me
God,
see.
bro,
It's like
we paying.
yeah, it's like
God,
8.2.
why they got y'all on no kind of God? Okay, what was they a month ago?
I haven't really been paying attention, bro, but it's always been high though, bro. It's the first world, dog.
God damn, bro, that's dog. Okay, so I'm gonna say 2 weeks ago, gas
Yeah,
was $2.19, or was it $3.19? It was
yeah.
$3.19. After the war started, it went up
Mhm.
to like 320 something, like automatically went to 329. The very next day, it went to 349, bro. So that's like 40 cents in 2 days. The gas went up, bro. So it's
I
like,
mean,
bro,
over here, they be doing things a little different though. The metric system is kind of tied between the international and the American. You know what I mean? Like the American or the United States metric system is based on like inches and
okay, y'all, okay, I
gallons.
see you
You
saying
see what
y'all
I'm
on the metric
saying?
system. Got you.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than some of
Y'all
these
on the
like
same
more.
shit Canada on.
So yeah, sometimes yeah, the
Yeah,
international
I got you.
sometimes the prices and stuff be different. It's more international or more like so-called Latin American gear and shit like that.
So they put y'all on no kind of, no, that's crazy. That's California gas prices, bro. But I guess they like what's the minimum wage out there where you at?
It's like 12, which is horrible.
What is it?
Like $12.
See,
Yeah,
that's okay. See, now I understand. See, y'all minimum wage is $12, which I understand what you're saying. Even here, if you made $12 an hour, boy, y'all starving to death in that bitch because everything is so
yeah,
high around here.
that's a
Our
fact.
minimum wage is still like damn near $7.58, bro. They can still legally pay you that with rent being $1,200 for a one bedroom apartment. When I first came
Yeah.
to Texas, you could get a 3 bedroom apartment for $600.
I know up in New York right now they're trying to push to be 30 flat. Like there's a lot of protests and stuff with people trying to get a minimum wage to be $30. But hey man, I don't know. The prices are radically different in different areas and depending on the state that you're in. But
But and
yeah,
all that is part of game, bro. All that is part of game
yeah,
that they running on people, bro. There's no reason for that, bro. Like, hey, like us being on a 2 hour time difference, bro. Back in the day, they had three
hmm,
times: dusk, dawn, and high noon. We meeting
yeah,
at one of them three goddamn times. There was no 3:45, no 4:30, no ignorant shit. We gonna meet at one of them three times. Those are the times we meet, bro. They invented all this bullshit. 2 hour time difference. $5 a gallon price difference on gas. What is that, bro? That's crazy as hell, homie. Like
yeah.
bro. Like that is, bro. Hey, when you say $8, like that's California and New York, yeah, bro. And then I hear in okay, you see this lady, this guard who is going down for helping Epstein fake his death. This black lady,
Oh my god, bro.
bro.
Oh my god.
You see she made fit. They say that she probably made between 55 and $75,000 a year. Which in Texas, shit, I mean, it ain't great, but that's pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? You can live, bro. But they said in New York, they
Yeah.
take damn near half of that in Texas. We don't have that problem in Texas, bro. Like, bro, if you man, bro, no, I don't, man, because I don't know the exact numbers of those extreme places like that, but I do know Florida,
Yeah.
Tennessee, and Texas is where you want to live, bro. Florida, I
Yeah,
say,
I mean,
go ahead.
those places are more inclined to their constitutional foundations and like I can recall going to Atlanta and Uber drivers telling me like the people that are living in the cities is out of their damn minds paying $2,000, $1,500 a month in rent when that's how they get their bag because the outskirts of the cities is really where you're supposed to kind of be like live outside the city and drive into it to get your bag and stuff like that. But I guess that's the model of American capitalism right now, to be totally honest with you, because there's international folks that's getting all types of benefits and citizenships and stuff like that. And how the hell are people that come from third world countries with less of a currency able to live better lives sometimes and compete with us over here? And they don't even they got to pay for rent technically on a visa and how is it that they doing it and we over here figuring it out while at the same time being from here. So them states that's less them states that are less I guess you could say involved in like hyper democracy you could call it or like hyper capitalist ways they're trying to stay as constitutional as possible. I would imagine. I would imagine because I got to experience a little bit of that going to Florida and Atlanta. I seen a big difference even in prices and the way that people think and things of that manner.
That's the biggest
It's more about
difference.
yeah, it's more about entrepreneurial mindset when you start getting away from the cities and stuff, or like people that are in real trades, real labors. So
But all that's about to go away because of AI, folks. AI about to drive so many people out of work, bro. Man, I see guys that come to the job and they like making deliveries or whatever. And those delivery jobs, down here, bro, you can make no more
yeah,
than 17, $18 doing small deliveries. Unless you driving a box truck or a semi, you ain't really making no, you know what I'm saying? Like you really just living check to check doing that. So I hear him talking about, yeah,
yeah,
man, I'm finna go to school to be a trucker, or I'm finna go to school to do this. And I'm thinking, bro, that job in the next 10 years is gonna be obsolete. You only 25 years old. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying? They don't understand that. Like, bro, in 10 years, this job that you finna spend 2 years to go to school for, in another five, by the time you get comfortable making money in that living, that job is gonna be obsolete. They're gonna be putting your ass on UBI. So if you don't prepare for bigger than, bro, I'm just keeping it a buck. So if you don't keep it,
Yeah.
if you don't prepare for bigger than that now, in 10 years your ass gonna be struggling. Like I tell my son, bro, you only 20. In 10 years, I'm gonna be down there 60 if I'm still alive. But all y'all in 10 years, y'all got a lot to, y'all gonna have a lot of work to do. And I'm trying to lay the groundwork now so that they have something to fall back on, because again, a lot of people ain't doing that because they don't know that, bro. Bro, I'm telling you some real shit, bro. I love black
Yeah.
women. I think they are probably the most intelligent and just, innovative type of people that you can come across. But in America, they have been beaten down and traumatized and turned into some of the most evil and nasty people that you ever want to come across, bro. And
Mm.
on some real shit, bro, if you pay attention to an evil and nasty black woman, they only deal with weak dudes because they can control them, folks. That's,
Absolutely.
you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's
Absolutely.
the only type of guys they deal with is dudes that they can control. And somebody like me, they all my I'm gonna tell you some real shit. All my homeboys that date black women that's like that, they women do not like me, bro. They don't want them near. Hey, if I walk past them, they don't say nothing. Because they know, listen, I'm so, and that be my partner, man, but they don't be understanding, bro. Dealing with females like that is gonna bring you down, bro. Like, they don't
Mm.
understand that they need to be positive to lift you up, to lift them everybody up. They don't get that, bro. They be so selfish and self-centered on what they want and what they need. They don't understand helping everybody else like they used to. Why, bro? Black women used to run everything, because at the end of the day, bro, me and some men, especially a lot of them, can't deal without their woman, bro. They need her. But if she ain't got the
Absolutely.
right mindset, then she gonna lead you motherfuckers right off the cliff. The blind lead the blind. You understand what I'm saying? I have
I
nothing
appreciate what
against
you said. I
I
appreciate what
have
you
nothing
said
against
last week.
black women, bro. I love black women, but when they got that kind
Yeah.
of attitude, I just stay away from them, bro.
Yeah.
I,
Last week you brought up the significance of the Section 8 thing, and you're hitting on something that's extremely important in our contemporary times in terms of this psyop, the psychological
a big
operation.
psyop, bro. Ran on
Yeah.
them. Bro, we need help. We got to enlighten them to understand. That's when I see black women that have the right mindset, I be tripping. I'm like, damn, like how work. I be wanting to get to know, like, bro, how you know what I'm saying? Like, what made you be like this? Give you a perfect example. I got a friend, man, I don't know him for some years. Southern part of Dallas, South Dallas, bro, that's like the hood. Like that's where you know what I'm saying, all the kind of, that's where all the thuggery, you know what I'm saying? That's where all the shit goes down. That's where the in all the hoods there's an MLK. MLK is in
Yeah.
South Dallas. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's where she's from. She got hit by a diesel and got some money and moved her and her kids to this spot out here where it's like 85% white people, bro. She said within a year, she really couldn't even stand being around them goddamn people. You understand what I'm saying? Less than a year, her own mama and them, she'll go get her mama and bring her out there. When she first moved, got the house, she used to go out there and kick it with them. But after a while, and I told her, I said, because you different, man. I said, I've always known that. But you can't make somebody understand that. They got to catch it themselves. You understand what I'm saying? And it took her moving out of it to see that, wait a minute, the way they live don't make no sense. My kids thriving. They ain't worried about fighting. They ain't talking about, oh, we about to go whoop this person. We about to go slide on that person. They ain't even thinking like that because they not around them kind of people. Everybody
Yeah.
needs to learn that, bro, and get more people should raise their elevation and their mindset to be like that. But more importantly, people got to recognize who they are and who other people are and stay away from them, bro. It family,
Yeah.
friends, you know what I'm saying? They got to learn to stay away from
Yeah.
them. They can bring them down.
Last week, we talked a little bit about the Moabites and the Divine National Movement in terms of us sharing our similar ancestors. And one of the things that some of you guys that's logging on that is going to be able to see, if you look at some of the coat of arms, especially in South America, like Suriname, so around the Gulf, right? All the encompassing states of the Gulf in the same hemisphere. There's a lot of emphasis on what's on the quarter, the e pluribus unum, of one comes many.
Right.
So that's something that we have to take into consideration when we think about this particular problem that we're talking about with so-called color classification women, original women, Asiatics or Moors, or whatever you want to call it, Amerindian women, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, we have to consider the fact that there's a serious apartheid when it comes to the bloodline of having to categorize people geographically on the land in the entire continent in this hemisphere. So that's something that we should consider, and that comes with a lot of tradition, a lot of study. You know, um, Charles Mosley Day in the Clock of Destiny brings out some of these points, and Noble Drew Ali as well in Circle Seven has plenty of chapters and stuff on the etiquette and the manner of which we're supposed to carry ourselves, and for the young man, the husband and the wife, and things of this nature. But it's a lot more difficult today because of the psychological um, attention and occupation that is going on right now.
They won that, bro.
Distractions.
Yeah, they won
Yeah.
that, bro. They like people the whole time. People not understanding what play is being ran on them. You know, I don't know. Maybe like they said, it's the age of enlightenment, and that's why all of us are getting the downloads to wake up. And some people waking up faster.
Yeah.
Some people not waking up at all. But all the
Yeah.
people that came before us was under a heavy spell. And everybody know when you first put a spell on, it's at its strongest. As the time it wears off and wears off, especially if you don't keep redoing encampments to make it stronger. That's all that done happened. The spell that they was putting on, like I was telling you last week about leaving the black sand, all that shit is drying up. Um, all the waters is starting to go away, so you don't have as many people. The knowledge that they have always kept from us is now being like out in the open. Everybody, which is all everybody, like I told you, bro, I like everybody on the same playing field, bro. Beat me one on one. Don't sit there and have a knife behind your back and tell me we fighting without nothing. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I mean, come on, bro. Where is the honor in that? But some people don't understand that part, bro, because they never, bro. Listen, man. Some people have never been around real men. They think they
Mm.
have, but they never been around real men. The guys that raised them is clowns, but they don't know that.
Wow.
You understand what
Wow.
I'm saying? They don't know
Wow.
that. So when they get around a real man, they be like, "Oh, he think he better." He no. Y'all supposed to be exactly the way I carry myself, the same confidence I have in myself. You supposed to have in you. Why you don't have that? Where they cut your balls off at? I don't know. But we
So
all supposed to be men. We all supposed to carry ourselves a certain way, bro. There's no reason
absolutely.
for guys to be. Bro, I seen a clip the other day. The boy, they handed him the drink. That's too much ice. That's too much ice. I said, bro, what in the hell? What is your daddy? Like, what in the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, who told? It's sad. And sometimes the daddy is behind bars or they with their homeboys because they one of them guys that grew up that kicking it with their partners is everything. I've
Yeah.
always, when I was young, bro, I was always kind of jealous of the fact that guys they could all click together, bro. Like I go and it'd be 7, 8 dudes over there, they laughing, they having fun. But as soon as
Yeah.
I roll up, they all turn their back. You understand what I'm saying? And for the longest, when you a kid, you want to be one of the boys, you want to hang with the people, but nobody likes you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I didn't realize
Absolutely.
why nobody liked me and why I had that until I got, bro, until in like my 20s. For all that other time I used to do, people didn't like me or they would say shit about me, bro. Jealousy never crossed my mind. See where I'm from,
Yeah.
bro. If you talk about somebody like everybody's poor, you know when you're a kid, you don't know that. But for where I'm from, for real, everybody was poor. But if you sit here and talk about this man, you know the man, people ain't got no job and nothing like that. You talk about his shoes, you talk about his hat, you talk about his bumper. Only thing he can do is whoop your ass. That's all he can do. When I
Yeah.
came to Texas, bro, your homeboy will sit here and rag on your shoes, rag on your shirts, rag on your mama. Like, bro, what in they did? And you supposed to be my friend, and you talk about me like this. It's different where I'm from. We don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? So I used to get into a lot of
Absolutely.
fights and shit when I first got to because I find that shit disrespectful, bro. I find that shit very disrespectful, bro. You don't even know me. Why is you talking about me? Why are you talking about my shoes? You know what I got going on. My mama got hit by a car when she was a kid, and we struggling. You don't know what's going on. So you sit there talk about me like that.
Absolutely, yeah,
I got to deal with you. I got a different mindset. Nowadays, they thought I was a bad guy. But I'm like, bro, he was talking shit. I just
yeah,
didn't go over there and punch him in his face for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So once I learned that that's how people think, I learned, bro, you gotta ignore them. You can't. Some people are maniacs. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but they don't know they maniacs, bro. That's the biggest problem. Some people are maniacs and don't know it. They get up and go to work every day and live their life and they think they just fine. But mentally they struggling.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? You gotta be able to pick it out. You gotta be able to pick it out.
yeah,
Like I
yeah.
was
I
telling
mean,
you,
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna tell you, like I was telling you last week about opening your third eye. A
Hmm.
lot of people think that's a joke, bro. It's not a joke. It's really not a joke. It's a decision that if somebody would have told me that if you do this, it's gonna change your whole outlook on everything.
Hmm.
I might not have done it, folks. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might not have done it because
Well, I mean,
go ahead.
you gotta realize that you operate with natural intent and morality, and that's something that, especially as a more of late, that's something that we emphasize heavily is your, and that's something that's also the pinnacle of Islam is better character, like the how what kind of moral character do you carry, like how do you perfect your character? And one of the things that we need to realize over here in the Americas, North and South, is the attacks on these gaslighting tactics. Aside from the physical violence, the psychological gaslighting tactics of people constantly coming here and getting all the benefits of everything that we've contributed to and leaving us in the back burner in terms of us not being the ones that are credited entirely worldwide. But at the same time, everybody knows that it is American, but it's like you're getting everything stolen from you, and that's part of being dissed. It's part of your part. It's part of an operation of being dissed, and this has been going on. Some people say it's been going on for 200 years. Some people say it's been going on for 400 years. Some people say it's been going on since the beginning of colonies, colonies. But you see it
8,000.
all the time. You see it all the time with people like Elvis Presley and like
Right.
how they did Chuck Berry, how they do all that, like the original, like how they do. For example, they'll put Vanilla Ice in front, but they'll never show you, um,
You gotta
Rakim.
do some
And this
right
is something that
raps.
you would appreciate this. You would appreciate this a lot. When I was teaching international folks in Times Square, this is real shit, bro. Because even on the computers themselves, you know how when you input things that you like on your phone, eventually there's an algorithm that starts to be created or generated.
Right.
So in on the algorithms of people's devices all over the world, they're being geared, just like that GPT and stuff like that, is being geared to spit out a certain type of imagery. So sometimes I'll tell people all the time, like, have you ever heard of Nina Simone, or have you ever heard of Miles Davis and John Coltrane and Lonnie Liston Smith, Earth, Wind and
Oh, hell
Fire, all this
no,
other
man.
stuff,
What you
right?
know?
I'll bring this up. I'll bring this up to other people, and the
People
crazy thing
crazy.
is the moment that I put it in their phone, they'll only get the most commercialized version of it. But if I start putting, for example, American music, they'll get the Beatles. Or if I start putting American music, they'll get Leonard Skinner. They'll get ZZ Top. You know what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say? So there's a actual real technological psychological operation that's happening even within the algorithms of these devices and stuff like that. And this has to do a lot with a conjunction of knowledge itself and also folks just being constantly distracted with
yeah.
products, man.
Yeah.
Products that are
That's
that are
mind
to be
control, bro.
replicated from the original man, especially in the Western Hemisphere, bro.
Bro, that's mind control, bro. That's mind control. That's to keep people. That's what I'm telling you about when I was telling you about the black women and how they think about
Yeah,
their fingernails and their hair and getting their toes done. All that shit is a part
yeah.
of they income. Whether they getting it from some weak minded guy or whether they going to get
It's
it.
all process. It's
You
all
see what I'm saying?
prostitution, bro.
That's for all of that
It's
is
all
the
prostitution.
first thing on my mind. Get their bills caught up so they don't have to pay them every month. All that. That's my hair, my fingernails, my toes. I got to do them first.
Yeah,
You know
sodomy,
what I'm saying?
sodomy,
$800.
sodomy.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's intentional. Then, hey, bro, you ever seen they clone
Go
Tyrone,
ahead.
Jamie, the real Jamie Foxx last movie?
Jamie Foxx is funny dude.
Hey,
Go ahead,
bro,
bro.
the movie they cloned Tyrone, bro. He put everything that black people needed to know to get themselves out of this situation and to understand what has been done to us. He put it all in the movie. That's why when I say it to a lot of people, they have no idea. He made it into a comedy, but in this day and age, if you got any good sense, you see, bro, this the mama, and this is why we talking about how they do it, bro. The mama was in the room and he would knock on the door. The boy he knock on the door. You want anything, mom? Nah, I'm good, baby. I ate this, and this. Okay, I'll see you later. Come back. Knock on the door. It's late on in the evening. Hey, mom, you want some dinner? Nah, baby, we good. I'm going down to the church with the homegirls and we going woo to woo to woo. Okay. Get there in the morning, knock on the door. It's breakfast time. You hungry, mama? Nah, I'm good, baby. You want me to make you something to eat? Nah, I'm good. I'm about to leave. Okay, I see you. This went on throughout the movie the whole time. At the end of the movie, he finally kicks down the door. It's a fucking recording. You get the significance of that? All our mamas say the same. You know what I'm saying? Like the cleaning on Saturday mornings. How many families
Mhm.
listen to this or will see this every Saturday morning? Y'all got up and cleaned up. How many that was like routine clockwork? How many people mamas? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody mamas did
Yeah,
the same thing. They taught us the all same thing, which is a bunch of damn lies, but they didn't know that.
yeah.
You
The
understand what I'm
programming.
saying? Like it was a lot of little messages like that in the movie that you got to pay attention to. The fried chicken. The people will be calm. They will eat the chicken. They will go crazy. They start fighting. They start stabbing each other all in the place. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they eat the chicken, they doing this and all kind of ignorant shit from eating the chicken, bro.
Yeah,
But people, they don't.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? People don't
Well, I
understand.
mean, there's videos of people in Asia that have admitted within their administration education systems as grown ass women, bro, that talking about that American imperialism
Uh-huh.
is which obviously we know is a hijack because
Right.
obviously when we say this word American, just to enlighten those that are watching, America is we're talking about the north and south of the entire continent, but it gets intertwined with a lot of the propaganda of this Eurocentric United States corporation and the atrocities that they do. So a lot of the times, the atrocities that the United States does, we get the brunt of it. It's like, for example, the people in Cuba, Suriname, Mexico, and California all got to suffer for things that
Right.
these
Right.
these dynasties are doing over there. So there's communistic agendas and inquisitionists that have been talking about poisoning our food for fucking epochs, bro.
Bro,
They've been trying. They've been trying to debilitate original peoples in this hemisphere and make us look like motherfucking coons. And it's working. They've been psychologically doing these operations, and there's books written about this. Genghis Khan, $6,000 hidden books about Genghis Khan conquering the whole west coast of the Americas, and these are things that Moorish American scholars have brought up.
because they
You
believe
know,
Columbus came over here in 1492 and took it over, and
yeah,
that's how
that's
they.
what that Columbus story is what everybody believes in every part of the Americas, which
Bro,
is
because
just blasphemy.
they taught it to us. Listen to me, folks. They taught it to us from the time you able past kindergarten. I remember learning. I went to elementary school in Yorktown, Virginia. I remember them
Yeah,
telling us Columbus and all the history. It's like they teach you. This is how I got learned that because I left and went other places, and they taught you
yeah,
different things depending on where you live. That's when I
absolutely.
because I was able to see it because bro, I went from Yorktown, Virginia. I went to Christian County, Kentucky, in Kentucky. Then I went to
Yeah.
Germany. Then I came to Texas.
Yeah.
So I had seen a
That's
lot.
why it's so important.
You see what I'm
So
saying? I had
important to
seen a lot.
travel.
And I'm like, bro, everywhere you go, they teach you different
So
things.
so important.
Hey,
So important.
I'm terrified to get one.
It's
That's
so
just,
important to travel because what you just said, what you just bring of an ontology is the engineering of having to essentially shape somebody and attach them to a specific ideology. Yeah. Yeah.
that's why I'm so different, folks, because I never grew up in that same spot. I never got that same, bro. I stopped listening to black radio stations, and bro, I couldn't, bro. I'm in Dallas, and the girl that
Yeah.
I last time looked was doing a radio station. She fucking doing pictures and stuff now. So I had then one time I heard her on the radio, and they was giving her like 10-year anniversary on another station. I'm like, damn, when did she leave the first station? So I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, bro. I don't listen to black radio, bro, because I know not only the messages they give you, people understand they got background frequencies that you really can't hear through your ears, but your brain
Yeah.
picks up. Your brain can hear it. It is it's like tuning your brain to certain frequencies. People don't understand it, bro. And if you listen to
Absolutely.
it every morning, you listen to this shit, and you get them frequencies put in your mind, you get thinking a certain way, bro. And people don't get. I don't think people
Absolutely.
really understand how their mind work, and that's why they under control because they understand their mind works. See, bro, you can never control me. I've always been able to think for myself and been like, bro, I don't like this. I'm not doing it. I don't
I
care.
always recommend jazz. I always recommend jazz, man. Like,
I listen to talk radio,
to,
sports,
yeah, yeah.
sports.
I always recommend instrumentals
Yes,
and jazz, especially
yes.
when you're in a phase of having to like deep dive into yourself and grow. Kind of like a phoenix or like an eagle or scorpion. Like you have to like go through a real rough phase of having to like within yourself and grow. And jazz music, playing it, contributing to it, rumba, cantos, or Negro spirituals and things of this manner will help you, especially dance and the sound of drums and instrumental music is what will help a lot of people that's tuning in to, reverse a lot of this psychological damage.
Because the people don't know that they used to heal people with sound and lights. They didn't.
Absolutely.
They didn't need.
Yeah,
They don't need no medicine, need no pill, bro. They knew what was wrong with you. They'll play a certain frequency and it'll heal your body, bro. Or they'll flash a
absolutely.
certain pattern of lights and it'll fix whatever the problem is, bro. So if
Hmm.
you can be fixed with sound and light, why the hell do you need dialysis or chemo? Or, make it make
Like the
sense
bells,
to me.
like the big Liberty bells.
They cracked them on purpose. People think that crack in the Liberty Bell is significant because of the simple fact they did that on purpose. They broke that bitch so the bells couldn't ring and wake people up. People think the war around the world wars was about war. It's all a game. It's all a stage. All that was to tear up Europe, to knock down Europe, to tear down all the old information so it couldn't be brought back. They got all the pictures and all the information of all the things, the way that shit used to be, all the bells. The doors that were so big you couldn't even see the top of them. Who built doors that goddamn big and for what? Come on, bro. The tallest human is about what 8 feet at the most, if they, African or whatever. Why would you got a door that's goddamn be 35 feet tall? Who need that? Come on, bro. Make it make sense to somebody like me. That's all I ask, bro. Or like I'm just leaving you alone and go ahead and let you fool the dummies. Come on, bro. Why you need a door that big, bro? But giants didn't exist. Well, why door so big, folks?
Yeah,
Dinosaurs, dinosaurs either did or did not exist. Why is the door so big? I don't want to hear that. Why is the door so big? That's all you gotta tell me. For what?
absolutely,
So yeah,
absolutely.
bro. Some people they not gonna,
Those arcs.
bro. Why? That's why they tore down Europe and they messed up the people. People in America don't understand, bro, that your location of where you born at determine if you don't leave determines your income. Once I found that out, bro, that's when I started moving around a lot. It's like, okay, so if you come from this zip code, your max income, and it's like, bro, how can they know this if they not doing this? How can you tell me ain't nobody in this era gonna make over $65,000 a year if you ain't making it that they only gonna make $65,000 a year, bro? How can you
I
tell me
know a lot
this?
of I know a lot of good brothers that honestly, it's I call it I like to call it switching sides, like halftime, because I deal with international, or I've dealt with international folks from South Asia and North Asia
Right.
that have seemed to have everything on the reps: the better transportation, the cleaner streets. They seem to have everything on the reps. Everything seems to be so perfect over there, and they're able to go from Asia to Europe and eventually come to the Americas. And there's a very small percentage of people in the Americas themselves, especially original peoples, that have the opportunity to go from the reverse, like to go from the Americas to
Yeah, yeah.
African Air
Hey,
nations
you
to
selling
Europe
that? You
to
selling that
Asia
like
and
that?
stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunities for a lot of our young brothers in other countries and stuff like that. But that is definitely by design, no
That
doubt.
bro, because hey, I bro, because I saw a clip from back in the '70s. Like this, not about this was the late '60s, back in Vietnam, right around that time. And
Yeah,
the black dude, they used to talk fatty man, yeah, they talk weird as shit back in the day. And he was telling the lady, or he was telling the interviewer or somebody, he was like, yeah, man, when we go down to the little juke joint that they got down here, that he's like they give us a certain reaction. He said, but then once they start talking to us, they get to know us. They like, yeah, man, they told us that y'all was this and y'all was that, this, that, and the third. He like, what? He's like, yeah, so they saw the game on for us around the world. They ain't just doing,
yeah,
they put their neck on our throat in America, but around the world, they just sprinkling salt on us all around the world. So as soon as you walk in the door, they think, oh, shit, he black. We got to. It's just like, bro, I'm just here to do whatever I got to do and get the hell on. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
But to them, he here to take this bitch over. He gonna rob us. He gonna rape our daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like they sprinkling salt on us
Well,
around the world.
that's how these dirty Romans. I mean, that's what I call it. I call it the Romans. All these people are talking about in history books. It's about the Spanish, the Portuguese, and the English, and all these Germans. I call them just Romans. And Romans, they do whatever they got to do to win, even to the point where if they have to breed a whole bunch of race people call themselves Latinos, which are subjects of Rome, whatever they got to do, they're gonna do whatever they got to do. And a lot of times, for a lot of us, one of the biggest weaknesses and problems we have is dealing with the opposite sex, bro. It's a
But
huge distraction. It's a
hey,
huge distraction, and we're talking about like I said last week, the brother Asir with the Freemasonry sucks video, and the bottom of the women, and the Coca-Cola bottles, and everything being shaped sexy, and all these indigenous women being perverted, and bro, it's an abomination.
are the
It's an
indigenous hey,
abomination.
are the indigenous women perverts?
I'm sorry.
Are the indigenous women perverts?
They're not perverts. It's just that they're being hypersexualized and being indoctrinated with
But I'm
Roman
just
ontology.
so what you're saying is because I've heard this. I've heard that
Go ahead.
they set up a tower way out where the indigenous was, whatever, where these people don't even wear shoes. They still making their shoes out of, trees and shit. And they took it out
Yeah,
there and they set up internet and gave all the phones and internet access. And they said within
yeah,
6 months, the place had started going to shit because all the guys, everybody, ain't just the guys, everybody, they scrolling. They scrolling. They scrolling. The
yeah,
guys now, they been seeing all this sexual different, things and things. So now they want the women to do this. They want the women to do that, things that they never done before. All of a
yeah.
sudden now the guys want this because they been watching it on the phone.
This is a great point that you're bringing up, brother. Because now we're talking about civics, we're talking about the republics, and we're talking about exactly what Islam is supposed to be. It's not a religion. It's supposed to be a way of being able to govern yourself, because you are the law and you are the master. Those that cannot conquer their lower selves, those that are still in their animalistic nature, are clearly not civilized men.
Bro,
And
to me, they should be put. They should have
we're
to live
still
somewhere
dealing with that
else.
to this day.
They should
We're
have
still
to
dealing
look.
with that to this day.
That to me, okay. You struggling mentally, you can't figure it out. You don't know how. You really don't know right from wrong. Okay, you got an issue.
Yeah,
We shouldn't have to
Yeah.
put you in a mental institution where they dump you full of dope and mess your mind up. You just haven't felt it. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that's
Yeah.
wrong. Let's give them their own part of the country where they can just, hey, y'all go over there and have that no vibrational shit and do it over there. And eventually, once you rise up, it's just like they do us in the universe. Once you rise up from that and you finally elevate, then you can come join us over here and come, you know what I'm saying? But until you get there, you gotta hang with them, bro, because you know what I'm saying, they on your level. That's the way I treat people in real life. And I don't mean to be
I
disrespectful to
mean,
them.
I think it's so much deeper, bro. Like there's a video. I'm not sure if I sent it to you, but you could watch it. Well, there's two videos that work hand in hand. One of them was recorded, I believe, in the early '90s
Okay.
by Umar Shabazz Bey. It's called the Washington Moors, and he talks about how the Moors in this continent have been here for epochs.
Right.
There's another video that's more contemporary, more modern. It's called The Athens of the South. It's called Ancient Nashville, Tennessee. And we're talking about 18,000, 13,000 BC, 10,000 BC, 5,000 BC. Primordial beings in the Americas being born and spawned because of a specific vibration on top of mounds that are essentially burial mounds.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. So
Yes.
we're talking about now. If you think about like the music that's supposed to be from Kebula, Africa, and stuff like that. All of this music that we have today has purposely been put there to lower the vibration of as to how we're being more or manifested on this planet. There's no doubt about that.
Because it's I go back to when I was a kid, growing up,
Yeah,
we listening to, I'm old. So when I was there before, like rap was first just even becoming a thing when I was a kid, bro. That's how old I am for y'all paying attention. Rap was just now becoming a thing. Like people hadn't even like, but I was, bro. The Sugar Hill joint had was came out like right before I was born. So like Run
yeah,
DMC, Walk This Way, and all that shit came out when I was 7, 8 years old, and we was going crazy. I'm talking about we got the
absolutely.
tight jeans on, we got the big ass Adidas from my Adidas. We doing all that, bro. Just as we saw
Yeah,
them, and I'm in Virginia, which is more of a is even though it's considered the South, if you go there, it's more of a New York, it's more of an East Coast influence. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a
yeah,
Southern type thing. So we all up on what's going. Like I didn't know the South existed for real, until I moved to Texas. Like, even though Kentucky is the South or whatever, it's so goddamn boring and so rural that you don't really get a
yeah,
chance to do anything. Like, especially where I was at. I was right by Fort Campbell. There was nothing there. It may be something there now, but when I was there was a trailer park with 20 trailers and about 4 occupants. And right
yeah,
across the street was Fort Campbell. You could throw a rock on base. So there
yeah.
was nothing, you know what I'm saying? There was nothing there when I was growing up there. But now, I was only 12. When I came to Texas, I'm like, damn, bro. But I didn't never heard Juneteenth. Never heard of Juneteenth till I came to Texas, bro. And
It's
then
all engineered,
bro,
all engineered stuff.
when I found out what Juneteenth represented, I realized I said, yeah, I'm surrounded by idiots. Y'all sitting here celebrating the day that y'all realized that y'all was free 3 months ago, and y'all just now catching on, and y'all want to celebrate that. That y'all was slow.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on that.
The warriors in this continent were so powerful, and still to this day they're so powerful because even if you scrap and you take everybody off the football field, you take everybody off the basketball course, and you put them in the army just becomes a billion times stronger. So they've had to, like I said, they've had to reduce the frequency of the people of this continent, and that Juneteenth stuff is a hoax because the original people over here like Desalini, Buchman, Vicente Guerrero. There's so many. Antonio Maceo, Marco Ciorro. These are people that were warriors fighting, and they've said to themselves, like they've actually said this, that they're in this hemisphere as the Americans, like the Americans in this hemisphere. And one of the most famous things that Desalini says um, is that your adversary that's going to come across that water, they have nothing in common with you.
Talking about
They only come in.
those were the
They
dirty
only come
floors.
in here dirty, all types of things.
But that was
But
that
they
that was
only
the
come
dirty
in
floor.
here. Yeah, they only come here to essentially, you know, to rape
Hey,
and pillage. And
raping
what you said about
parents.
the what you
Shit.
said what you said about the hip hop is real deep because I personally like to believe that hip hop is the name of a pharaoh. It's a frequency. It's a whole frequency. Even KRS talks about how hip hop spawned because hip hop didn't just spawn in New York City. Hip hop was spawning simultaneously all throughout North America and South
Right,
America.
right.
It was a whole boom of something that just came. It's considered to the day a religion. It's considered a culture, a religion, and now it's been commodified and commercialized into whatever the hell it's become today. But
I don't even know what to call it now. I don't know what to call that
yeah,
shit now. Cause
I mean,
it's
it's just a reinvention of what original people do, man.
not, bro, but it's like they gotta weaponize everything though. They weaponize the music, bro.
Yeah,
Like you turn the music into something that's gonna turn the people into monsters. And then the
yeah, because
people
in Cuba, like in Cuba, they call hip hop rumba, and in Puerto Rico, they will call it like bomba. It's all improvised. It's just improvise. It's
that's
improvising.
is that what it
You see what
is?
I'm saying?
Is that what
Yeah, it's like jazz. Like even jazz itself is a form of hip hop too. But if there was no jazz, there would be no hip hop. So it's like it's all really
yes.
just a transgression and evolution of what original people are constantly putting behind with their essence that the whole world gets to essentially reap as an inheritance. But our beef today is how come the birthplace of hip hop over in the Bronx, right? I lived right in the same projects where the birthplace of hip hop was. You go over there right now, it just all there is over there is a Temple of Hip Hop banner, and there ain't shit there. That's where DJ Marley Marl had done the first thing what he did with the turntables.
No
But
shit.
there ain't shit there.
What they do?
There
They
ain't
tore
nothing
it all
there.
down? Or was let me tell you, bro. Let me
Nah,
ask you.
it's just projects.
Let me
It's
say
just projects with a banner. That's it.
so still the projects is still there.
Yeah, the projects is still there, but you think now the whole world got shaped by hip hop, and now the only thing that they could really show for hip hop in terms of its origin being from New York City as an art form and a culture is just a banner.
They only
You
they
know?
only they only show love to the shit that they really just see. They had to take the hip hop and do something with it. So it's like
Yeah,
they don't really
yeah,
want to give you credit for it. They don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? Because they really did, you know what I'm saying? But when they invent something that's
yeah.
theirs, they love it. And when I say that, I'm talking about Martin Luther King. When they invent something that they love, they worship it. They that's why he got a day. Martin Luther King
Absolutely.
didn't do too much more, if at all, as much as anybody, Medgar Evers or Malcolm X or shit, Fred Hampton, any of these guys.
You
But
ever read the book? You ever read the? I'm sorry to cut your wisdom, bro. I think the audience will really appreciate this. You ever read the book, The Day That Harlem Almost Killed Martin Luther King?
I mean, I didn't read the book, but I know the story of it. I do know that the guy that
Go
just
ahead.
died, Jesse Jackson. I know that
Yeah,
him and Al Sharpton. Like,
yeah.
I don't think in a small way, Marion Barry. I don't think people understand. Like, bro, to me, bro, I think they got. I think black people that act like that, bro. I think they got dirty moral blood in them, bro. Because why?
Oh, hard body.
Why
You
are
right in
people
exact.
like that?
You right in exact. It was actually a shorty, bro. There was a shorty that tried to stab MLK right in the neck. You could walk right now on MLK 125 Harlem, and they'll give you books on that, bro.
It's just a dirty game that people don't understand is being played on, bro. So that's why I be that's why I do this. So if we got
Yeah,
5 views and we got 500 views, and these people see it, the knowledge is out there, somebody can talk about it. Because it's so many people that this is the thing about it. People, some people can provoke thought and some people can entertain, but it's very
yeah.
few people that can do both.
Mm.
And some people want one or the other. They either want to be entertained or they want to be thought provoked. Like you got to want to do both when you come here because we're gonna do both. We're gonna have some fun and we're gonna talk about some real shit. Oh, that's why. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, bro, that's just what
Yeah,
it's got to be. Also, what I know is, bro, because like I told you, I just learned in 2020 that people can actually do this, bro. what I also learned is there's a thing called YouTube streets out there, boy, and it is some sick
Go ahead.
individuals in it. Listen to me, bro. It is some sick
Yeah,
people out there, what they call them YouTube street, bro. So I know that once the people get a hold to you, bro, they gonna do a full investigation like you trying to get a goddamn security clearance, bro. They gonna know everything about you, everything you done. So I don't worry about none of it. I know I can get up here and tell you my truth because hey, I don't have no skeletons in the closet. You feel what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
you ain't gonna look for
That's
me and find
right.
out I done touched some kids or I done went down. No, 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 no. Y'all look me right up. Just don't confuse me with my
Damn right.
daddy because we got the same name.
That's right. Love, truth,
Cause he
peace,
done
freedom,
done all
justice.
kind
The
of,
best
hey,
movement
he
in the
done done all
world.
kind of shit.
The best movement in the world. Love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, brother. That's
Yeah,
all
bro,
I
I
can say
don't.
right there.
You feel me? Like, no, they can. No, we good on that. You ain't gonna find out. Oh man, this dude. No, hell no. Cause hey, all the shit I did, I was smart enough not to get caught, homie. So y'all can't get me.
Nah, you're a good dude, bro. That's like I said, man. Just to be able to get to 46 years old and have family, especially have a a consort and a partner is a privilege, bro. It's a
but
privilege,
man,
especially now
you see, cause
when
it's
people
hard.
are technically people now are technically married to fucking iPhones and pets and TVs and
Bro,
bullshit. So
so okay,
go
so
ahead.
you haven't seen the people that actually married robots and shit. You ain't seen them. The lady who
Go
married
ahead.
the goddamn her AI. There's a lady who married AI and there's a guy who married AI.
Yeah.
They both married AIs. Hold on. They both married AIs, bro. That's crazy.
It reminds me of that movie Ex Machina. You seen that?
Hold on.
That Ex Machina film is too fire, bro. Way too fire.
What's it called? Say it again.
Ex Machina, EX, and then it's spelled like
Oh, you talking about
Machina
that
like in
cartoon?
Spanish. Nah, it's a real film. Ex Machina is really good. Blade Runner is really good. Both of them. Blade Runner, the old one, and 2049, the new one. That is fire.
I didn't watch the new one
And
because everybody said it was trash.
hell no, the new Blade Runner, that
Yeah.
shit was fire, bro. That shit
Okay.
was
Cause
fire.
see,
In terms
what?
in terms of the conversation that we have in seeing like how the AI is going and what it's capable of. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
that's the problem. Like I told you, bro. Some people want to be thoughtful, bro. Some people want to be entertained. So if
Yeah,
it's a real thought provoking movie, they're not going to look at it as what I'm saying, some
yeah.
mindless entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what they
No,
looking for.
they're gonna put it in your face. These cats that's
They
talking we
got
talking about
to.
military. Yeah, they have technologies already that's 50 years ahead of its time, bro.
When I saw Report, and I think Minority Report came out in '09,
Yeah,
and that's about the time I started learning about all this kind of shit. So when I saw Minority Report, and already had heard that whatever we see in a movie, they got that's old technology. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like whatever we see in the movie, bro, that's some shit that they already had for years. That's why they willing to show it to us now. So when I
yeah,
saw Minority Report and he had that shit in the bed to do all that shit, I'm like, if they showing us this and they ain't no telling what they got going on if they showing us this. See, I already
yeah.
knew this stuff a long time ago. A lot of people just
Mm.
now waking up to the fact that if they show it to you, then they no, I knew this 20 years ago. Bro, if they show it to me, that shit old, bro. If they sell it to us in stores, that shit old, bro. At first it
You
probably was
seen
some type of weapon, and now it's something they can sell to us.
you seen Elysium
I've seen it once. That's the little
with that
bro.
dude Matt Damon, and then there's a ring in the sky, and everybody on Earth is speaking English and Spanish. It's like North and South Americans, and they all be just trying to bang on essentially like the elite that's up in the ring in the sky. And they got the med beds and they got all that crazy ass technology and shit with the fucking mercenaries that be coming down from the government on the ring in the sky. And then they be banging on each other trying to steal the data and shit. That
What year did
movie
that movie
is
come out?
oh my god, that movie is already I would say that movie is already like 10 years old. It's old. It's an old film. It's an
Because
old film, but Elysium is straight fire, bro. That movie is ill, man. And they be showing it in your face. And shout out to the brother Kasharif L with the Ebony. the brother that wrote the book Ibri, Jews by Blood, 144,000, because in that book Elysium, they put it in your face, like in terms of like the Sephardim Ibri bloodline being like from the Americas, shit, the Canaanite lineage and all that other stuff like that. So that movie is straight fire. I think it's with Matt Damon or whatever like that. That movie is ridiculous.
I'm gonna go back and watch it because now that I know that they literally flipped the map, like they literally flipped the map.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah, yeah.
everything that they told us was going on over there was actually happening over here.
That's
So
a
when they
fact.
said they found, I don't know, 2012, 13, whatever, I can't remember, bro. You know I'm old. Whenever they found King's Tut tomb and they said they found it in Kentucky, they said it was a hoax. They were trying to say it's fake. Oh, that's fake. That's not real. Because
Yeah,
why would he be over here? Well, bro, if y'all understand that everything they taught you was a lie and they taught it to you backwards, you would
yeah.
understand that those giant pyramids also was over here, which
A whole
were
bunch still.
basically, to me, they sound like they were batteries because they said under the
Mm,
pyramid they got coils that go like 200 feet or whatever. And it's like, bro, if you got four of them bitches that go to a point like this, that sounds
yeah,
like some kind of, you know what I'm saying? That sounds like some kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
battery,
yeah.
bro. Some kind
Yeah,
of
and you
charge.
right. You right because the ground itself, the earth itself, already got an already like a natural electromagnetic
A
charge. So
natural
even if you
magnetic.
don't even gotta get deep, you don't even gotta get that deep into it. It is what it is. It's facts. We know
Bro,
this is common sense.
that's how we can get free energy. That's why when they say they are
Yeah,
rock people, and because bro, the energy is already going. They just tell you, oh yeah, we had to
man,
do this and we had to do, they didn't have to do shit. All they had to do was
man,
put it up there and hit a button and that shit worked. They just
bro.
charge us for it. You know
Have
what I'm
you ever had
saying?
a chance to have you ever had a chance to visit Niagara Falls?
New York,
It's like yeah, like right by the waterfall, like the
you
border
know.
of oh my god. But if you go over there, you be like everything you saying will validate everything you're saying because when you go to there, they show you the equal test of pretty much what the waterfall. They have a whole presentation
Because the water
showing
brings the water, the water produces
because
the
they
energy.
yeah because they have unlimited electricity, bro, through the waterfall.
Because the water down, that water falling like this constantly.
Yeah,
Bro, it's
yeah,
like a motor. It's just like a motor. It's
yeah,
just like it's like a power station going, bro.
yeah.
It's like a power station.
That
Yeah.
proves that money is infinite.
Bro,
That
it's
proves right there that money is infinite. It's the banks,
they did that
literally.
they sunk the Titanic. The Titanic was a hit, bro. People can, and I'm not talking about no goddamn movie. The Titanic was a assassination of all
Hell
the
yeah,
rich people who opposed the Federal Reserve, of all the
that's a
people with
fact.
good morals, bro. The Federal Reserve
Yeah,
was just a big, it was a big hit. That's why some I can't remember which guy, but one guy got the call like, "You idiot! What are you doing on that goddamn boat? If you don't get your ass off that boat." And him and his
yeah,
people left their luggage and everything and got off the boat as the bitch was going like this because the people told him, man, get your ass off that boat. It was a hit,
yeah,
bro. It was a hit. Everybody who opposed the Federal Reserve was told, man, get on this boat. This is where the rich people going. You ain't nobody if you ain't on this hoe. It's a hit, bro. And
it's been
all the
going
people they
in waves.
because it was so big, everybody thought everybody was there. They didn't realize that everybody wasn't there until the boat was there. Where's oh man, I ain't seen him. Yeah, he ain't there, bro. He knew all you hoes is
Yeah,
finna die because y'all didn't get on the game. Y'all wasn't trying to fuck the people. Because the Federal Reserve, all that is basically we want to take the people's money and use it as our own piggy bank, and we not gonna tell them. So all the Federal Reserve was, bro. And
yeah,
you
man.
opposed to that,
It's
you gotta go
waves.
just kept
It's
going.
waves of inquisitionists.
Hit,
You
dog.
know they gotta implant waves of inquisitions to essentially get to where they gotta be. And if you consider that what I just said, if you think about it, all of North America and Canada and Greenland, that's already been taken. And
Yeah,
if you think about all of think
They
about all
came
of
from Canada.
Mexico.
They came from
You
Canada.
talk about exactly. You talk about from Mexico all the way down to Argentina. All
Uh,
that shit's taken. That's not we not reaping any of the benefits of the
no.
embodied labor of our people within this hemisphere. That's just a couple states over so-called countries, or a couple countries or nations over so-called states or provinces. They have taken the embodied labor of all of our people within the bottom of the continent and above Canada, and they only credit Europeans, bro.
Because man, listen. So it's a movie called Zootopia 2. It's a cartoon that just came out. Well, it came out last year. Uh, I watched it because I heard it had some information in it, and the information is what they did was it's about the animals. If you've never seen Zootopia, it's about the animals. They run this whole little zoo animal place, and
Yeah,
somebody decided like you got to think polar bears got to be where it's cold, snakes got to be
yeah,
where it's hot. So they
yeah,
built these walls made of either heaters or air conditioning or rain. You know what I'm saying? It puts mister. You know what I'm saying? Like giant walls. Depending on where you live, it will have your type of environment for you to survive. Well,
absolutely.
snakes built it, but the snake went to the guy to get his shit verified. The guy said, "I'm gonna take this and say I did it."
Yeah,
And he took the paperwork and threw it away. One of the people, his maids, saw him throw the paper, so she took it to the snake, like, "Hey, he trying to beat y'all." In that instance, the guy saw her, followed her, used snake venom to kill her, and said the snakes did it.
yeah.
Got the snakes. That nobody fucks with the snakes anymore. Y'all killed this tortoise. Y'all the bad people. Whoop whoop whoop. We did. This is supposed to happen hundreds of years ago. So now these cats is in literally they lynxes. They in charge. They running everything. But one snake knew the truth and caught some of them people and told them, "Hey man, this is the truth. He lying. Yada yada yada." Well, it's the same story of America. Black people.
Wow.
I don't say niggas because niggas think when you say black people, you're talking about them. No, if you born in America after about 1900, you's a nigga. You not. No, they got your mind and have put you in a box. You as niggas. Black people built everything. And the Caucasians took it and said, that's like they told us they had us in slavery, bro. If y'all had us in slavery in 16, 1700, why is there pictures of young black kids in the 1890s riding bicycles?
It's all psychological, bro.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? And we were
Romans,
slaves.
dirty
Why
ass
are these niggas
Romans.
on bicycles with smiles on their faces?
Yeah, dirty ass Romans, and like I said, bro, it's always been a psychological attack, bro. And oh man, bro, that's it's
Hey,
like
bro, it's so, like I told you,
Doctor
bro.
Brother Umar Shabazz. I think I mentioned him last time. Umar Shabazz Bey, the same brother that talks about in the video I recommended, Watch All Moors. He addresses the United Nations talking about being in environments that are conducive to like your growth, and it's not just for indigenous autonomous people. Like when I bring up the word indigenous, I'm not just talking about people that look Asiatic. I'm talking about people that have been oppressed on their own land.
Right,
And then when I say the word autogenous, I'm talking about people that have been here, self-determined, that have conquered being indigenous. So you could be both autogenous and indigenous. You could be just indigenous. You could be autogenous. But that's where this Moorish identity or this Washita Moor identity
right.
really sets off a whole bag of truth, because now you get to realize and see like, oh no, these cats have just technically just been play hating and creating a whole bunch of shit like Tulsa, Tuskegee experiments and all this other
Bro,
whack ass shit. Yeah,
that,
all this whack ass shit. You
there's
know about Seneca? You know about Seneca Village?
where's that?
Lenape territory. Lenape territory is what's considered today's Central Park. That used to be a bunch of rich ass original people, bro.
Right,
Lenape people. And if you go to that place to this day, they'll show you on plaques that there were original American peoples that look just like you, exactly like yourself, that was rich as fuck, bro. Rich as fuck living right there. And then they had to plow that shit all down
was this in the
and they turned it into
1800s?
Central Park. I believe so. I believe like late
Yeah, bro,
1800s. Yeah.
bro, that sounds like the pictures I seen of the kids, like, bro, right? You know, when they back in the day when the bicycles looked like big wheels, they had that big one ass wheel that was big, and they was.
Oh man.
I seen
Oh
little
man.
black kids, hey, with the derby hats on and shit, with suits and
Yeah.
ties on, and they like 7 or 8 years old. Right? I seen that, bro. So I'm like,
Bro,
wait a
them
minute,
clothes are still them clothes more expensive than you describe it right now than some of the clothes we got on right now.
bro. This shit, bro. You know, because back in them days, you know, a woman wouldn't dare leave the house in a bonnet, bro. Not in a million years would she leave the house in a bonnet, bro. She wouldn't even let company come over and see her in a goddamn bonnet. The hell is you talking about? What? She don't even want her husband to see her in the bonnet. Come on, bro.
Oh shit,
Come on,
yeah,
bro.
bro. That's a deep one. That's what I was talking about before, man. The psychological breakdown of these people has gotten to the point where it's just, man, it's almost irreversible, bro. It's really bad right now.
And you got, bro, we literally had to wait till the spell was broken because the spell was so strong. And they
Yeah,
kept, that's why they kept, why people wonder, well, why is they doing this? And why they doing this to keep the spell going? It
yeah,
gonna lose power after time. So you gotta keep reinversing. You gotta keep reinventing that bit. So you gotta keep I can't reincarnating this shit so that it happens, so that they can keep doing what they doing. But now is the time is up and this all that shit is wearing off and people are starting to
yeah,
wake up. Some slower than others. That's why I just look at people like, okay, that person's still asleep because they still don't understand how you bro, if we get together and get our energy going, bro, it's like
yeah.
people so scared of losing stuff that they don't understand, bro. Everything you need is right here. You
Yep.
don't, you don't trust me. You're gonna be just fine. You gonna be when they cut this shit off. You're gonna be just fine. I promise you. You gonna be so fine that you didn't even. You gonna be like, damn. It's gonna be things that you did that you thought you needed that you have forgot that you even did. You didn't need that shit, man. That was just some bullshit that
Yep.
keep you busy, bro.
That's what
You know
some
what
people
I'm
say
saying?
about 2019. Some people say 2019 was the best year of their life.
I don't really.
Some people,
Why is
some
that?
people say, some people say it was the worst year of their life. That
Why?
whole pandemic.
Because is that when COVID jumped off?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it like it helped people to essentially like disconnect from being distracted so much, and then they kind of had to like reinvent themselves and be more entrepreneurial, which is what the real spirit of capitalism in America is supposed to be about.
What did I tell you
Not
to ask me about? Because I knew I would forget. But when you said that, it made me remember when I told you about the time I hung out with the extraterrestrials,
with the
bro.
dwarfs. You
bl-
talking about them dwarfs?
Bro, say, bro, listen.
Los nanitos. I think they call them nanitos. I forgot
Hey,
what they call them in
what,
Spanish.
hey, which one you want first? You want the extraterrestrials or you want to war with the midgets? It's up to you.
Yeah, the midget one, bro. Because
The
I heard. Supposedly the midgets don't get cancer. Supposedly they have some sort of gene in them that they never get cancer or some shit like that.
So so you gotta understand this is the 80s, right? We were in my hood is like the houses were here and then the apartments was over here and then they had like a little narrow street. Like if you put two cars beside each other, they might hit each other. That's how narrow the street was when I said you had to cross the street because that's what come in later.
Yeah,
So it's a family of midgets. Like I stay in the houses. They probably stay 3 or 4 houses next to me, right? And it's a family, so older ones, and then it's a set of them that's like our age, right? So me
this
and
is
my cousin,
Texas, or
now
Virginia. Where's
this
this
is
at?
Virginia. This is Virginia. This is
Okay.
like Virginia. This is Yorktown, Virginia. The apartments I'm talking about is called the Yorktown Square. They are famous. Back in the day, anything that could happen in the world happened in Yorktown Square, bro. I don't give a fuck what it was. That's what Yorktown Square was. So my dad was real skeptical about letting me go over there because, like I said, anything can
Mm.
happen to you in Yorktown Square. So I'm with my cousins. I'm good. These my cousins on my mom's side. Okay, I'm with them. We out there. Say it's 10 o'clock in the morning. We playing basketball. The midgets. It's the boy, another boy, and the girl. Here they come. They black in the motherfucker. When I say they black in the month, bro, they black is the color black. Like if they close their eyes at night, they gone. Like they that black, bro. So here they come. They want to play. Nope. So you got to think it's the '80s. Back in them days, beating up bitches and shit wasn't a big deal. Like now, you have to go to jail for a hate crime. Back in them days, they had to take that ass woman and go home. So we done whooped the midgets, right? Now say it's 10, 11 o'clock in the morning and we done this. I'm Solo Johnson, always by myself. I'm with my
Mm.
cousins. We done whooped these midgets. At 7 to 8 p.m., I'm going home. You got to be there before the lights go out. Bro, I'm crossing the streets. Again, they black, bro. They in the bushes. I don't see them. I done forgot. We done whooped them. So my mind ain't thinking, hey, you got to look out for these midgets. Bro, I'm crossing the street as soon as my house is the first one on the corner, so they know they gotta get me. Bro, as soon as I'm not thinking, they come out the bushes on me. Wop wop. Bro, it's three of them. The little girl, she trying, but she's a little girl. The boys, they got me. I'm going in the house cut. I'm from that era. Ain't no switch, ain't no snitching. So I'm coming to the house fucked up. I can't tell my daddy, yeah, the midgets just whooped me. I gotta take that and sit on that until I can deal with that. My problem was I might get on punishment. So I might not be able to go back outside for 2 or 3 goddamn weekends. But everything on my mind, as soon as we get as soon as I give my cousin that, we gonna get them little motherfuckers. So sure enough, I'm back outside. I'm with my cousins now. There they go. They ain't even gotta come over there and ask us for nothing. I owe y'all. They forgot they whooped me 2, 3 weeks ago. Well, we on their ass. Wop, wop, wop. So again, I forget I done whooped these bitches again. I'm coming in the house, whoop, they got me again. So this was a cycle all the way, bro, all the way until I moved and left to go to Kentucky, bro. I went to war with them midgets at least once a month, bro. At
That's
least once a
crazy,
month,
bro.
bro. That's what I tell people all the time. In order to be me, bro, you have had to been whooped by midgets, bro. How many people can say that, bro? Yeah, bro. Like people are still
Oh
not playing,
shit.
bro. I have really been from the bottom all the way to the top and I understand what it takes, bro. So yes, I used to get whooped by bitches, all that shit, bro. I don't care. I'm not scared to admit it because we used to kick their ass. Boy, we used to kick they bro. Listen, man. Bro, they was black as hell. What
That's
I'm guessing
funny,
is
bro.
their parents told them, hey, you better deal with them when they in elementary school because after that, they're gonna grow up and y'all ain't gonna be able to do nothing with them. So when I'm in elementary school, I mean, deal with them bitches, bro. They was dangerous as hell. Hey, bro, you ever seen, you too young, bro. It used to be a movie called Penitentiary. It was like 2 or 3 of them. A guy named Too Sweet. It was a midget in that movie used to terrorize Too Sweet. I'm talking about he coming from up under the bed when you go all that, bro, like all that. Look just like them people, bro. So anybody ever seen Penitentiary and know who Too Sweet is? Them people look just like that little midget that used to terrorize Too Sweet, bro. That's what I
That's
had to go through as a kid.
fucked.
But I told you, bro, I've been through some shit. So in 2020, you remember in 2020, bro, that's why it started the pandemic shit because they needed everybody in the house. They didn't want you outside absorbing the shit that was going down. Again,
Mm.
I had already raised my elevation levels. I told you I've been on this. I've been understood what's going on. So I had already got to where I needed to be in order for them to be able to, you know what I'm saying, interact with me. So I'm chilling, bro. I don't know. You know who Stephen Greer is? White guy, older guy, got muscles, wear glasses. He do the man, Stephen Greer. If anybody know anything about aliens, they know who Stephen Greer is, bro. And Stephen Greer would tell you how to call them. He tell you how to call the aliens, bro. He literally tells you, you do this, and you can attract this type. You do this, you can attract this type. You do this, and you go to certain places, nigga, they'll come find. Like, bro, like one guy was like, he was just sitting there because he was thinking about it, and they'll because they talk telepathically. I'll tell you about it when I was hanging with them. They talk
Wow.
telepathically, and they will tell you, okay, be here at this time, and I'll find you. And you'll go there. The guy
Wow.
said he'll go there, and he said all of a sudden in his mind, he said he'll feel a presence of a guy, but you won't know. They look just like us. They make themselves look just like a regular human. So the guy will
Yeah.
support, you know what I'm saying? He said he'll feel him. The guy said he got up and walked off because he was freaked the fuck out. Like you can't be
I
scared of
gotta
him. You
I
can't
gotta
call him. You
connect
can't
you.
play with him.
I gotta connect you with my homie Alma Raw. Alma Raw. He's with Universal Healings.
Uh-huh.
It's UNIVERSOULHEALINGCS Universal Healings
Okay.
with a CS at the end.
Uh,
Check out his website. All natural, like Dr. Sebi level,
okay,
herb wise, all that. I gotta connect you with him because he be on it with that. He be
bro.
on it with that. All that stuff that you saying right there, he be on it with that.
Because people think that's what, bro. I only talk to about people like him who understand, bro. I'm not crazy. I'm telling you what happened, and people think it was a dream. Let me tell you what happened, so I can explain to you how you know it's not a dream. So,
Yeah,
doing my meditation shit, and bam, I feel myself going up, and bam, I'm in the spaceship. It's a mantis being. You know what a mantis being is? They the ones that look like mattresses. They look like
like a
mattresses
praying mantis.
like the praying mantis. He was driving the shit. I mean, hey, he had a mohawk and everything. He was wearing a vest. Like he was
Yeah,
cool. Like he was cool as shit. Then it was this other one, bro, that looked like the thing, but he wasn't as big as the thing. And he wasn't bright orange like the thing. He was like kind of
that's
brownish, kind
crazy.
of like he looked like a walking fucking rock. I'm keeping it real, bro.
That's crazy.
He was short and stocky like a fucking walking rock. And then it was the one that brings us. We gotta have it was we can't see them because in order for them to bring us whatever, they look like blue lights to us. That's the
Wow.
one that was there. So it's four of us total. The one that looks like a rock, why did you bring him? I don't like humans. They're like this. I'm thinking like, the fuck? And the message being because again, everybody's talking telepathically. So you can hear each other. You can hear what's going on. And he's like, no, man, he's cool. He's not like the rest of them. So we go to like, bro, when I say this, the best way I can explain it for people in Texas, when I say this, I don't know if you understand it. We went to like a Bucky's in outer space, or wherever the fuck we was at, whether we was under the water, was out of wherever we was at. We went to like a
Yeah.
Bucky's. You know what Bucky's is?
Go ahead, describe it.
Bucky's is like one of them gas stations that got like 7,000 pumps. And when you go inside the bitch, they got 47 best bathrooms that's immaculate. Like you can eat off the floor in the house. And they cooking
Damn.
sandwiches and taquitos and you know what I'm saying? Like it's
Got
like
you. Got
it's
you.
like heaven on
Got
earth if you traveling. So we stopped
you.
at that place, and like I'm looking at the other aliens and shit, and it's my first time. So I'm being a nigga. I'm out there crazy. I'm waving at motherfuckers, hey, and they just looking at me like, what is wrong with this human? They don't even see us black, white. We are humans to them, and they just like, what the
Yeah.
hell is wrong with this human? They don't know it's my first time, bro. I don't know how to conduct myself. I'm just seeing this
That's
shit.
crazy. You reminded me of Mass Effect, bro.
Who's that?
Mass Effect it's a 3-part series game. Mass Effect
Okay,
1, 2, and
I never
3.
played it though. I know what Mass Effect
Bro,
is, but
that game right there is fucking fire, bro. Mass Effect is really, really, really
I
good,
probably have
bro.
to
And
look
there's
into it.
a lot of the stuff that you're describing is actually
Is it
in
how
that
that's bro? Because I'm telling you, this is real shit. So we leave the space station and we go to where we was going. I didn't know where we was
game.
going, but once I got there, I realized why they came and got me. We
Yeah,
went to this planet and played this game, bro. I'm all about it. Like I told you, like, bro, I came to Earth for two reasons: women and to play football, bro. That's the only reason I came to Earth, bro. Them the two reasons I came. That's how they was even to get me to come. You give me some women and you give me football, bro. I'm there. So I just like competition. You know what I'm saying? I just love competition like that. Me against you, who better? I'm all about that. So we went and played this game with this other group of aliens, and it's like they home planet. It's like we went to their spot and played them. And it's my first time, obviously. But just like I told you, I'm a natural. I catch on quick, and I'm a natural athlete. So, so I'm
you
just
was
doing my,
ready.
huh? Hey, so the game was like this. The game was like imagine hockey with a
Yeah,
basketball. Like we was like the field is like a chessboard, not a chessboard. Because if I say chess, they think of black and white. It's checkers. It was black and red. So you skate along the red lines with the hockey stick and the puck like ball. Because it's a ball, but you'll hit that bitch and then it'll go fast, like and it'll turn to the size of a puck. It's crazy. And
yeah,
then
that's
to
dope.
score, you had to throw that bitch up in the air, and then you had to dunk it like a basketball. Crazy ass
Wow.
game, but I just want to try to tell you, I couldn't make this game up if I wasn't there. And this shit happened 6 years ago. So and I remember it like it happened yesterday. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. This ain't no damn dream. This shit really happened. So you get up there, you got to dunk it like basketball, and we lost like 3-4. But the aliens we was playing, he was like, you're pretty good. He's like, you're pretty good for a human and shit. Like we was done, like taking a break or whatever. He's like, you're pretty good for a human. I like you. You pretty good. And then as we thanked him, I said, bro, y'all never thought about falling? And again, it's set up like a chessboard, checkerboard. So it's red and black. And the black is like big squares that you don't go in. They like pits. But bro, when I say we like, and think about how thin the checkerboard line is, bro. And we just railing. I mean, bro, we just going, bro. And we was doing 80, 90 miles an hour, bro. I wouldn't be shocked. Like we just going on these bitches, bro. Like having fun like motherfucker. And I said, y'all never thought about falling? Bro, as soon again, I'm thinking, I say it because you got thinking. But when as soon as I thought that, one of them immediately, like, bro, I'm talking about as soon as I thought one of them immediately jumped into that shit. And it started like eating him up. Like it started like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in a video game when you delete something old, it feeds like that's what's happening to him. It was like killing him or some shit like that. And the guy got mad as hell. He like, what is wrong? He like, what is wrong with you? Why would you even think like that? And I'm just like, bro, I'm just thinking like, y'all ain't never thought about falling? And he was like, that's why nobody likes humans. That's why nobody. And we had to leave. And the little rock dude, because he had even, you know what I'm saying, after a while, he had even seen like, I'm the real shit. I'm like, I'm not like the rest of them. But he was like, I told you we shouldn't have brought this human. Bro, that's how it went.
Damn,
So
that's
we fly.
crazy, bro.
So we fly back, and I'm like, this is what he says to me. He says, we're about to go further out, but you can't go. I said, why not? He said, because we going so far, you might not be able to get back into your body. And I said, nah, I got kids. So
Wow.
I said, nah, I got kids and shit, bro. I can't leave them like that. Because I'm not scared to
Nah,
die.
you and my homie
I'm
Raw.
saying,
Y'all gonna y'all gonna bug out,
hey,
bro.
bro,
Y'all
because
gonna bug
you
out.
understand this is real shit, bro. So we get back above my like I see Earth come into view because I'm looking out the window. Like I told you, it's my first time. I'm looking at everything. So I see Earth
Yeah.
come into view. Then I see we over Texas. Then we over my house. And I said, bro, how do I get back in my body? He said, just go down in there. He said, don't stop. He said, don't think about anything else. Just go into your body. And bro, as
Yeah.
I'm going, bro, and I'm talking about, I can see myself coming through the attic. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 2 stories. I can see myself coming
Yeah.
through the attic. I can see the beams, and I saw my body, bro. And when I say I made a beeline into my navel, what I say? I dove straight into my navel, like, and then I woke up like, damn, that
No,
shit.
that's some serious astral projection right there, bro.
Bro,
Some
and a lot of
serious
people,
astral projection.
bro,
Yeah.
I've done it where, bro, I have done it to a point where I don't know if I was with them or just doing it on my own, but it was during that time. And bro, I went
Mhm.
so far that I ran into a being who didn't even know what I was. I mean, I didn't know what the fuck
What
he
the
was,
fuck?
obviously, because they don't tell us shit. But I knew he was one of them beings that knew a lot of shit. And he was like, and I knew he was old because even his thought was like, he was like, what are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he just looked like, because he was having some kind of like, I didn't know. I just popped in there. And I went around the corner and he was like an auditorium full of them bitches. They was like little short purple motherfuckers wearing like little capes and shit, like robes and shit. I'm like, damn, what the
That's
hell is this?
wild.
But I'm peeping around the corner so nobody else sees me. But him. He like the teacher, like they all like that. And he down in the middle. And he just stopped and looked back at me. And before I knew it, he was up on me. Like he was instantly like boom. So I'm scared as a
Man,
bitch, bro. I'm like, oh shit. He
you
like,
you would
what
love
are you?
you would love this movie. Is called It's a 1974, I believe, film. 1970 something. It's called Space is the Place by Sun Ra. You ever seen that?
What's the name of it? Space is the place?
Space is the Place, bro. That's the movie for you right there. Elysium, Blade Runner 2049, and Space is the Place. You definitely gotta watch them three films, bro.
Hold on.
You
Like I
definitely
told
gotta
you,
watch them
bro.
three films.
Hey, like I told you, I've
Nah,
been
you're
doing
gonna get downloads. You get downloads because Sun Ra, he created his own form of Chicago jazz, and his that whole shit is literally about taking the original man off this planet. It's wild. It's
because it's
wild,
been
and he uses all types of frequencies and crazy. They
the
all
space is
wear
better,
feathers and Moorish garbs and shit. It's wild. Yeah,
bro.
it's a
Space
really
because
good film.
you got to remember, bro. Being in that realm is better. There's no pain. Like
Uh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's no pain, bro. There's no real fear. because there's no pain. Like people scared of getting hurt. They scared of getting stabbed. They scared of dying. You understand what I'm saying? But when you in that realm, there is none of that. You just go and do with the basically whatever you want to do. So people get scared and dip the same way when the dude asked me what I was. Man, I'm not talking to you. Boop, I was gone. Shit, like no, I'm terrified. This is
Wow.
yeah, it was too much for me, bro. Because I was just learning what was happening to me. You understand? Like
Yeah.
I knew I opened my third eye because I wanted to, but all the
Wow.
other stuff I wasn't like. I would just know shit, bro. And people, like, man, how you know this? I don't know, dog. I figured I saw it in a movie or something. This is before I knew you got down. You know
That's
what
what I'm
I'm saying?
saying. You
Like,
got these ancient. Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's in
Like
your
before I knew
DNA,
you
bro.
get thoughts
It's in your.
sent to you.
It's already in you. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
people
didn't
think
know that.
that most folks gonna watch this and they're gonna think that this is all bullshit, but it's not, because this is a brother that's literally you getting these downloads through your DNA, whether it was generations of people in your line that was playing sports. But like I said, this land is a sacred land, and I was talking about the mounds and the particular geography where we at. Like there's pyramids in the Atlantic Ocean. There's pyramids all over. There's mountains and pyramids covered in complete grassland. This is holy lands. So yeah, bro,
Well, you know,
you
from
doing
this,
some
bro.
unprecedented you doing some unprecedented work, and I appreciate you sharing that, bro. I really do.
I don't really talk because people think you crazy. I only, I'm like, damn, what is when this crazy? I just know that a lot of times because again, bro, I haven't told people I'm doing this shit. Like I'm gonna wait till we get a few episodes and then I say, hey man, come check us out. But I know there's gonna be people who see this who have been through these experiences and they gonna know. Bro,
That's
I
a
went through
fact.
that too. You understand what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah,
in Dallas. It's a big community like this in Dallas. The only
yeah,
problem with me is, bro, like I told you, bro, people think I just be saying that, bro. When I tell you I vibrate at a high level, bro, I'm not bullshitting. So
yeah.
being around people, you feel who they are. So if I'm around a bunch of people, and I know I'm around a bunch of bad people, they sitting around hating, they got low self-esteem, they worried about their shoes. Like I can
You
feel it.
don't vibe. You don't
You know what I'm
vibe right. Yeah,
saying?
it's a vibe. Yeah,
I can feel that, bro. Just like I don't like feeling all that shit. Because all that shit is like to me, there's no reason for people to be that down on themselves and like, bro, this is not real for real. This is a learning experience. So you're supposed to do everything so you can learn. You got to learn from
absolutely,
your mistakes, but you're supposed to learn. That's
absolutely,
all this is, a learning experience, bro. It's not that goddamn
absolutely.
serious, bro.
Yeah, the
Shit.
prophet said your time is but a window.
That's it, bro. So you're supposed to learn everything you can during that time. Because what happens is, you're gonna transfer. You may or may not remember it all, but you're gonna remember some of it. The more you learn, the more you remember, the better you'll be the next time. But a lot of people, bro,
Yeah,
bro,
I know. I remember last episode or last video we got on. You mentioned Bobby Hemmett, and Bobby Hemmett talks about how people are holding on to this world,
and
and
this ain't it.
there's gonna be a time where we have to ascend into something greater and learn how to come back and do this thing God body style. So
I told you I made a deal to
yeah,
come
man.
back, bro. I remember making a deal to come back. I remember
you
making a
signed a
deal
whole
to come back.
you signed a whole soul contract.
Bro, I remember, I literally remember the motherfuckers. Yeah, man, we gonna do this. Then I was like,
Oh shit.
give me women, give me football. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to go back. I can remember that shit, bro. I literally remember that. It took me a long
Oh
time. Like, I had to
shit.
elevate. And then it's like, oh, okay, I remember having a conversation with this entity, like with this person in that spaces. It damn is like one of them, it was like a clear room, but it was kind of white. And it was like, it's almost you could tell if you went
Like
left,
a
you went
matrix.
into the dark.
Like a matrix room.
Right. It is like if you went left, you went into the dark, and if you went right, you went into the light. And the guy
Yeah.
was like, he was almost like, he had like a clipboard and all that kind of shit. I remember all of that, bro. I
Yeah,
remember
it's
all
like
of
a
it.
matrix lobby, like a loading lobby in a
Bro,
matrix.
I
Shit,
remember
that's crazy.
all of that, bro. It's like, damn, you
That's
damn so.
crazy as
I
hell.
like them bitches damn so tricked me into coming back in this hole. You know what I'm saying? Like I
That's
was yeah,
wild.
they talked me into this bullshit, and now you back doing it. But you should learn. Come back and
Yeah,
learn. Don't come back and be the same person. You know what I'm
absolutely, brother. Yo,
saying?
man, I'm gonna have to cut the live because my battery's already
Bro,
it's
we
almost dead.
this was the plan, bro. Build the business until our phones was ready to die. You understand what I'm saying? And then
Hey,
next
I had my phone. I had it on 100 before I started, so
we good.
now it's already almost dead. Yeah,
And then next week we go, you know what I'm saying? Like Hey, during the week, I'll let you know. I'll say, hey, man, remind me to bring up this, remind me to bring up that, and we'll do the same thing again.
Absolute. Absolute. Yeah, we dial up the math. You already know what it is, bro. I appreciate you like crazy, man.
All right.
I
Hey,
appreciate you like crazy, Wood.
everybody that watched this, bro, I appreciate y'all for watching this, man. And we're gonna keep coming back. Like I told him, man, every Sunday, 2 to 4, we're gonna be right here talking shit and swallowing spit. All right, folks.
True peace, brother. Yo, appreciate you, man.
You already
Good,
know.
brother. Safe travels. Safe travels.
For sure.